It's a Saturday afternoon. I plop down on a cushioned red leatherette booth at Cantor's Delicatessen. Across the table is my best and only friend, Joel. I'm 15 years old and happy as a clam. Neither of us has anything close to a substantial bankroll, so we agree to split a sandwich. My favorite of all time is the O'Malley. Corned beef, the fattier the better, on soft challah, so it all mushes together, with tomato and Russian dressing. A plate of juicy pickles on the side. Make sure it's cut evenly, I politely instruct the waitress. I am swimming in delight, imagining my first bite when the O'Malley finally arrives. But the halves are not cut evenly. Naturally, my impulse is to grab the bigger half, but being my mother's son, politeness prevails. Not so for Joel, who doesn't have a polite bone in his body. He takes ownership of the bigger half. I take ownership of silent fury. Hey, that's not right. Your half's bigger. So, he utters. Some of the Russian dressing oozes from the corners of his lips. So it's not right, I repeat, stuck on the unfairness of his grabby hands. You had your chance, he calmly states, confident logic on his side. White-hot impotence drenches my body. Joel seems oblivious to my outrage. This is the absolute best, he exclaims. Well, that's it. Our friendship ends that day. I convince myself that it isn't so much the sandwich, but the principle that matters. I am right and Joel is wrong, period. Like I said, Joel was my only friend. He, on the other hand, had a plethora of friends. So if you do the math, for me, 1 minus 1 equals 0. For him, a plethora minus 1 is still a plethora. A year goes by. Ignoring him zaps all of my energy. My grades plummet, self-worth vanishes. During lunch periods, when the entire school seems happy, I walk around in a stupor, drugged in depression. Then, one day, with my mouth hovering over the water fountain, Joel happens to turn the corner right when I'm about to drink. Don't you think this has gone on long enough? He asks. I stand up. Water dribbling from my lips, my heart pounds against an empty, hollow chest. My throat clamped shut, determined not to cry. The most I can muster is a nod. Why don't you come over and let me introduce you to the guys? Okay, I say, barely a whisper. And that's it. Our friendship miraculously rekindles. Never once does the O'Malley ever come up. A whole year, I had suffered horrifically over an unevenly cut sandwich. Many years later, my therapist quietly asks me, what really matters? Being right or being happy? The answer isn't that complicated. Just last month, my lovely grown daughter and I meet for lunch at Cantor's. The place hasn't changed one bit in all these years. The deli counter reeks of a succulent blend of pickles and pastrami. We sit in a red leatherette booth. as I share this story. Tears well up. I look up to see my daughter's reaction. She too has tears. She knows my past and who I am now. The O'Malley is no longer on the menu, but fortunately for us, the waitress remembers its name from years past. She promises to personally instruct the deli guy how to make it. And guess what? Once again, it comes to the table unevenly sliced. This time, I gently push the larger portion towards my daughter.